Jan, I've got bad news and good news.
Oh, no.
And then more bad news.
Okay, give me a bad news, good news sandwich?
Yeah, sure. Okay, bad news. Rita Repulsa has escaped.
Oh, no.
And I've been tasked with forming a team of teenagers with attitude.
Okay.
The good news is...
If I'm an adult with attitude, can I still make the cut?
I feel like just inherently, it's like a reaction time. As you get older, your attitude just kind of slowly fades away, and before you know it, you're buying Birkenstocks. But the good news is...
That's a deep cut, because I bought Birkenstocks this weekend.
Good news is I've got some of my friends here, the Power Rangers.
Holy smokes, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Well, I don't know, a couple of them are Mighty Morphin.
Okay, yeah. You got Jason.
We got Jason and Tommy from the OG, and then some more. But the last piece of bad news is, like, I've only got 5 Power Rangers here. And then this guy, I think, is a bad guy.
No, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got like 6 good guys, and then 3 bad guys. This guy's just a cop.
Do you unlock anyone else, or is this...
This is the full roster of Battle Ranger, Saban's Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid.
Battle... Okay, so wait, go to the last dude that looks like the White Ranger. Or not, I'm sorry, third to last guy, next to Goldar.
Lord of Draken?
Okay, so this is based off the comic series then?
This covers the whole gamut. I know, so you got original series, Pirate Power Rangers, which I think you said is one of the newer ones.
Yes.
This is like Space Force, I think
SPD.
it's called. Yeah. And then more. I don't know much about Power Rangers past like the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
But let's just actually start picking some characters here. This is a Power Rangers fighting game from the same people that brought you that mobile game.
Sure.
Power Rangers something something, probably. And I should say this right away. This is a $20 video game. So what you're about to see, the fact that there are 8 characters, 5 stages.
Okay.
Let's go to the most offensive one. And almost no dialogue and voice of any kind, and mobile graphics. All of that is because this is a $20 video game. I'm not excusing all of that, because gosh, does this not look the best? But looks can be deceiving. In this game, whoa, I can kind of like, if I hold down back, she like wiggles. Anyways.
Gross.
So this is a team-based 3-on-3 fighter in the style of, let's say, a Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay.
And that's not by accident. The team behind this game has been working with a lot of notable FGC players like Justin Wong and Shady K to kind of help the development process, and it shows because the nicest thing I can say about this game is it plays really well. So we got a 3-button fighter, light, medium, heavy.
Okay.
Different directions will do different moves sometimes. There's no, and then special, sorry, it's 4 buttons. And then 2 assist buttons here. You can tag in your friends. So you can get kind of like, you know. You can
Hold on, you calling Goldar a friend, Ben?
Well, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. We have to find uneasy allies here in this moment of chaos. I would say that there's more of a story there, but there's not. Pretty easy inputs here. Your special button, neutral special will kind of do, you know, character-dependent moves.
Sure.
And then you can do forward and special and back and special, each have their own dedicated, and then to do a super, you just hit heavy and special together. There you have it. Probably the coolest and most unique thing this game has going for it versus other fighters is the Megazord system here.
Right.
So in a typical fight, once you lose one character, you gain access to your Megazord. You hit that by tapping both assist buttons, and they'll activate them, and then periodically,
Do you have to be hitting attack buttons? And...
Oh, you totally do.
Huh.
So periodically, depending on what button you hit,
oh Jesus,
you will get these moves.
Can you control that at all, as far as you can tell?
Yeah. So if I activate it now and then I hit Y.
Okay. All right.
There we go. And so like you can use this for combo potential, right? You can use this to like get somebody in the air, juggle them. You can use it for block pressure. Like if, let's see if I can get enemy settings, enemy, dummy stance. Oh, guard, here we go. Guard first hit. So let's try this. So they start blocking and then you go in for some like corner pressure, go in for a grab or something. Let's just hop in, Jan. I know you haven't played this yet, but I think it's fairly easy to pick up. And
would you say there's zoning in this?
I would. You're stealing Alaska's bit from the MP
No,
stream.
we were talking.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get into fighting games. We're gonna rank the episodes of Ranking of Fighters.
Oh, yes. I can't wait. Let's go for versus.
Okay.
We're playing on the Switch. This is also out on Xbox and PS4 and coming to Steam in the summer.
Okay.
There is a season pass you can buy for $15. That includes one costume for the Red Ranger. I believe it's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Red Dragon Shield costume. And 3 unannounced characters.
Okay. Huh. All right, Ben. I have a problem with this roster. It's fine that it's a little limited, but we have quite a lot of evil characters. Well, okay, I'm counting it now. It's a lot of evil characters.
Yes.
Do you know why the Pink Ranger is the Ranger Slayer? I'm gonna drop some Power Rangers knowledge on you.
I don't.
Okay, so Lord Dracan, do you know who he is?
Okay.
Okay, so
no, I don't.
You gave me that voice when we were doing the Kingdom Hearts Quick Look. It was like, all right, here go Jan. Here's Jan going on a tangent.
No, I want to know.
Okay, so Lord Dracan is if Tommy, after being freed from Rita Repulsa's influence.
Right, the candle.
The candle, yes. If he continued to be evil, right?
So it's like an alternate timeline?
Alternate timeline.
I see.
And then like he goes under Rita Repulsa's tutelage and learns her powers of mind control and corrupts. And then he eventually kills Rita Repulsa, kills the power coins of the Rangers.
What?
Exactly. And then just when Kimberly's about to defeat him, he decides to like use his powers of mind control that he learned from Rita, turns her from the lovable, affable girl next door that's a Pink Ranger into the Ranger Slayer.
No.
Yes. And then he, instead of using useless putties, creates a squad of evil Black Rangers, and that's why they're the sentries. Yes, it's not Zack. It's not. Zack is dead in the future, by the way.
What?
Yeah, and then Adam.
Did Billy get to go with the aliens?
Billy's dead.
No!
A lot of the OG Power Rangers are dead.
Is this canon, or is this like a what-if?
Oh, this is totally canon. This goes on for forever.
What?
Yeah, and then like, so Lord Dracan, he not only has the powers of the Green Ranger, but he has the powers of the White Ranger, and then he gets like Zeo powers.
Not Zeo powers.
Exactly. And then, oh man. I could go on for hours.
Well, Jan, you've already said more about the Power Rangers than this game ever has, so I thank you for that. So you got Y, X, and A for light, medium, heavy, and then B is your special button, and assists on L and R. I found you can kind of just like spam assist. Oh God. Not spam them necessarily, but because the recovery time is quite large, but you can have like both your dudes out there,
Jesus.
And it's really impossible to tell what's going on.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh,
that's cool.
So she can like do a little flip and then leave a bomb in the air. Each of the characters is really unique, I would say. One of the pluses of this game is they really did a good job of making all the characters have a playstyle. She kind of is a zoning character. Her heavy attack is like this big kick that'll knock you across the screen, so she can shoot out her arrows, presumably. Oh God.
Jesus.
Oh.
You know, I don't play too many fighting games, but this doesn't feel bad at all.
No, I would say it feels quite good, actually,
Yeah.
which is, a bummer because if this game, I don't know,
Ugh.
felt fuller,
Right.
it would be a lot easier to recommend it. I think this is a pretty good fighting game
Right.
at its core that's afflicted by just a lack of polish, let's say.
Right, and then, I don't know, the Power Rangers have a ton of personality and can be super cheesy.
Oh yeah.
And it's a little bit of a bummer that you don't hear much of the or like cheesy sound effects other than the normal like hitting type stuff.
Yeah. It's also a bit of a bummer, and remember you have LR for that. Yeah.
Gotcha, I'm gonna use you against
Oh God.
you. Whoa,
Oh God.
jeez. That's
fuck.
actually pretty cool.
I wonder if I can do it while you're doing yours. No, it doesn't seem like I can.
Man, so there's one point in the comics, and I totally recommend.
To counter!
Geez. Whoa! I totally recommend
Cops.
reading the comics because they're actually really well done. But there's a point where Zach gets the dragon armor, and that's the like vest type thing that the Green Ranger normally rocks. And it's I don't want to use the word heartbreaking, but it's a very sad moment where it seems like the Rangers got it, but then Zach dies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know I had a goldfish I won from a county fair named Goldar? If you want a little Power Rangers trivia, how about that, Jan?
That's pretty good. No, not even like a victory sound thing or quote.
Nope. Nuh-uh, nothing. I'm also the only one who gets to decide if we're rematching or changing our characters. Let's play one more with some different characters.
Yeah.
Also, here's my complaint
Yes.
with the roster, aside from its size. No Blue Ranger representation.
Yes.
And sure, like Billy was never the best at fighting.
Right.
He was much more of a brain than a brawn.
Yeah.
But I bet there's been a cool, badass Blue Ranger
Oh,
from
totally.
another series that they
Totally.
could have. Just like it feels like that's you want one of every color Ranger, right?
Yeah.
I feel like at the bare minimum, that's what you want from something like this.
Yeah. The Blue Ranger in Power Rangers in Space, who was formerly the Red Power Ranger in Power Rangers Turbo,
Right.
he was pretty tight. Oh man.
He's not the guy who killed the guy, is he?
No, that's Power Rangers Wild Force.
Okay.
Power Rangers Wild Force actually wasn't that bad.
Well,
I'm really surprised by the lack of voices in this.
yeah.
Because, what's his name? Jason David Frank, the Green Power Ranger, the OG, Tommy.
Yeah.
He loves being in Power Rangers related
Totally.
things.
He's always like I always see pictures of people with him, and he always looks thrilled to be at
Yeah.
events and stuff. You know, you have to wonder if it's like they obviously had the Power Rangers license.
Because Saban's name is attached and everything.
Yeah, but I wonder how protective Saban is about that sort of stuff.
You know, I'm even surprised that they don't have the look or like a skin from the last Power Rangers movie.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that movie wasn't that bad.
No.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I mean, you have to say that because we did an ad for them on the Bombcast once, so you have to say that it was good.
I also may have worked a day on it.
I just won.
They just needed a person for a day.
Okay. Check this out.
Whoa.
So you can his whole thing is teleports, and then you can hit a different button to choose where you're teleporting. So like I can go from behind, or I can go from above. A lot of these characters feel like they have Marvel parallels,
Sure, I was about to ask if that was the case.
which is fine by me, but like they do feel original enough. And like I
Right.
said, each character does kind of feel different from another one. I could have very easily seen them like just being like, oh yeah, all the Power Rangers kind of play the same, but have a different weapon or
Yeah.
something.
Here's a little bit of a bummer that I'm noticing. Oh, you gonna yell out what you're doing?
Ah.
Up above our life bars, it's not showing who our characters are,
Yep.
besides player 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa!
So that was like your EX version of one of your specials.
This is a little bit embarrassing, but we're roughly the same age.
Yeah.
I continued to watch the Power Rangers until maybe senior year of high school.
Okay.
Not because they were super great or anything, but for whatever reason, I just kept watching.
Yeah, I mean, I only watched about 2, maybe 3 seasons,
Yeah.
but that was mostly because I just generally preferred cartoons.
Right.
I would occasionally tune in on. I watched a little bit of Space Force.
Mm-hmm.
I think I watched a little bit of Wild Force.
Yes. Oh, dude, Wild Force went places.
All right.
The number of Zords they had, insane.
Really?
Oh, do you remember?
Zords?
Do you remember when Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed destroyed the Power Rangers original Zords?
Yeah.
How heartbreaking that was, seeing the T-Rex fall into the lava.
Oh God. So this is the ranked mode online.
Okay.
They do kind of a cool thing here, which I like, is they have some qualifying matches, which isn't unique, but you first play 3 different computers of increasing difficulty.
Okay.
And I think that's just AI in fighting games has never been the greatest.
Sure.
But it's like if you can't beat a level 9 computer, what hope do you have against somebody who's actually good at the game? So I feel like that's just a nice little weird thing to have there. This has kind of been my go-to team. I like Kat. She plays a lot like Wolverine in Marvel 3. Very rushdown heavy.
Mm-hmm. Does Tommy, if he summons the Dragon Zord, does he do the tune?
He does. It doesn't sound right, though. It's a little fucked up.
Oh man, among other things.
Yeah. So we'll play this CPU match, and then we'll see if we can get matched against another human, just to kind of see what this connection is like. Look at him just kind of standing there in the background. I don't know, I feel like they could be doing something cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if maybe it is a rights issue or Saban's overly protective with existing assets from the show. Because all things considered, those 2 matches we played, I had fun.
Yeah. And I just started playing this yesterday. I wouldn't consider myself practiced in it at all.
Right.
There's a tutorial that kind of covers the basics, basically the different hits, the Zord stuff. I will say this, I will beat this drum over and over again in any sort of fighting game. I think modern fighting games need a mission mode where you just run through some combos with the characters at the very least.
Okay.
This does not have that. It has a training mode where you can practice combos, and that's kind of it.
Gotcha. That looked cool.
Yeah. Favorite, I'm assuming since you watched Power Rangers, you had...
Okay, I like it when Tommy comes back and acts as the Q for the team, or the advisor.
Right.
Because he comes back during Dino Thunder, and he becomes the Mega Black Ranger type deal.
Yeah.
Power Rangers started doing a weird thing where instead of a full team of 5, they started doing all right, here's 3 of them, and then 2 evil ones. And then the 2 evil ones will eventually join the 3 good guys, because of course these teenagers are influenced by whatever evil. Man, there was a sick episode during Wild Force where all the Red Rangers got together.
I remember.
It was so good.
I watched that.
It was so good.
It was really cool. I was just gonna ask what your favorite Power Ranger toy you ever had was.
I had both spaceships from Power Rangers in Space.
Nice.
And they acted like Transformers because you could change them from the Zord into the ship that they were.
Fuck yeah.
And then because they wanted you to buy both, you could combine both Megazords into the bigger Megazord.
What?
Exactly. It was amazing.
Hyper Megazord?
I don't quite remember.
I think it was either Hyper or Super Megazord.
I think I had Morphers from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers into Space.
Yeah. The Morphers were those were the pinnacles of toys for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in the same way that Transformers may have been like the toys for the generation that preceded us.
Yeah.
Power Rangers, like the multitude of them.
Because like, there were so many good. Like I had a Green Ranger dagger.
Yep.
That would like light up and do the sound.
Yep. Man, that still haunts me. I still get goosebumps. You know, it's also another bummer. They don't have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song here.
No.
Like no guitar riff.
Yeah, we were listening to that before. Oh, I was just about to say this feels really good.
Oh no. Oh no. They probably DC'd because they saw that you were too more phenomenal.
They pulled the plug. Wow, it brings me all the way back to the main menu. Jan?
Then I could go on talking about Power Rangers for a good 5 more hours.
And we're gonna do that off mic.
What?
But for now, that's been Saban's Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. It's $20. It's out on the consoles right now.
Yes.
Coming to Steam in summer.
Yes.
Season pass for $15. I think that it's tough. Because if you really like Power Rangers,
and I do,
you're gonna wish there was a little more.
Totally. We were talking about this during the Mortal Kombat Unfinished franchise to crossover with Mortal Kombat.
Ooh.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Do it, Saban.
That would be badass.
Mr. Boone, hope you're listening.
Hope you're watching. Thank you, Ed Boone, for watching this quick look.
Rest in peace, Trini.
Saban's Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
I'm sorry, rest in power, Trini.
Rest in power, Trini.